Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria,
And I'm Rosetta.
and as we always remind you, in the spirit of love and kindness, listen to one another, be kind to one another, be compassionate to one another.
Love that. Thank you every week for reminding us, Gloria.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone. If you're tuning in, thanks for tuning in again.
Yes.
And if you're new, welcome.
Welcome.
We really appreciate you. And as we always start off our chats with, don't forget, if you like our videos, please hit the thumb icon. Please, why not subscribe to our channel? We would love it if you subscribe. And hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our chats.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone. And what do we usually do? Because if you're new, we let you know that we are Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea, and tea is what we talk about. And we like to talk about what tea we're drinking today. So today we're drinking a tea called Allegro Tea Organic Indian Chai Black Tea, and it's classic flavors, sweet spice organic.
Yes.
There, this is what it is, and Gloria's going to read what
the
the yumminess ingredients are in there.
Yes, so are you ready? Got all our faves. So, black tea, organic black tea, organic cinnamon, organic ginger, organic chai spice flavors, organic cardamom, organic clove, and that activator, organic black pepper.
Yes. And we always like to, before we put it into our hot water, we like to smell the tea bag because we want to know if it really tastes like it smells, and it does smell really good.
It smells really good, and we hope it tastes as good as it smells.
Of chai. You know, it smells of not the sweet chai, but the masala chai, the spicy one.
The spicy chai.
So we're going to do that, and then dunk it in a bit more just to activate it some more.
Yes, because it's been seeping for a while.
I like to smell it.
Yes. Still smells good.
Smells good. All right. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. You know what would be nice, I'm thinking, because it's a bit light in taste.
Yes.
It would be nice. Add a bit of cinnamon in here.
Yes.
And
that would bring the full body.
Right, we could add some cinnamon, and what else could we add into here? Some maybe, I don't know. I would think I would like to add some almond milk in here.
Yes, I was thinking, a little, cream. Even though some people are taboo about putting cream in there,
like a chai latte or something.
But I think that would make it perfect.
But it does taste pretty good, and it says brew positivity. That's what it says. So not too bad.
We're always happy.
Let it seep some more.
Yes, we're always happy to find positivity, even in our teas.
So we're brewing it today. Brewing positivity.
Yes. All righty. So, as we always start, our thoughts and prayers go out to the entire universe. There's so much going on in the world today. I was thinking to myself, there was a time when you and I would stop and smell the roses. People are moving so fast today, they don't even see the roses anymore. A friend of mine had these beautiful roses in her front yard. She just took them out and threw them away.
What?
I was devastated.
Why would she do that?
Because she was like, her husband passed away, and she's like, I'm not going to take care of them. But
the actual rose
the bushes
plant.
Yes, where you walk up and you can smell. Her husband's roses smelled because they were like 45 years old.
Wow.
So we want you to think about slowing down, stopping, and enjoying the roses. And come with us on this journey as we do our chat today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about celebrity hot topics. Now, do you remember back in the 70s when Mary Lou Retton won the gold medals? Remember, she hurt her foot and she did the horse. That's the one where you run and then you do the flip and you have to land. She did that on one foot. She could not walk. Her coach had to come and pick her up. Well, this beautiful gold medalist was having some physical issues. She'd been in the hospital for a couple of weeks.
Now, she's much older now. How old is she
now? Yes, she's
now?
55 now. She wasn't able to breathe on her own. And shock, 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 she didn't have medical insurance. So her daughter reached out to the public to let everybody know that she was having some health challenges. And she started a GoFundMe for $50,000. By the grace of God, they raised over $459,000.
Wow.
So she was able to get the care that she needed. The shocking part is that someone of such greatness, how did she not have insurance?
When you told me this, I was blown away and shocked. How does Mary Lou not have health insurance? I mean, even if you get like the cheapest health insurance, I don't know. I don't know. She is a celebrity. I don't know, back in what?
The 70s.
The 70s. She was a gymnast, right?
Yes.
So I don't know what happened between the time that she was famous, that whole time span, what happened there.
Right.
But even like the cheapest insurance, you're going to have something, right?
Yeah, you have to have something.
I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah, but it just goes to show you, at one point people are all over our lives and we hear their names all the time, and then they finish that phase of life, they go off, they get married, they have children, and life just changes. However, like you said, it's very difficult to have a working career where you go to work and not have insurance of some type.
Yeah.
So maybe at the beautiful age of 55, she had already retired. But even, I would still think she would qualify for Medicare, something.
And
Medicare will cover at least 80%. They won't cover 100%.
Right.
It will cover 80%. So we're so happy that you're doing better, and we wish you much, much continued progress. Sort of on the same lines of how people come and go in our lives, we all received some shocking news a couple of days ago that Matthew Perry had passed. He was found in the hot tub in his backyard, unconscious. And when the firemen and the paramedics and the police showed up, they pronounced him, that he was deceased. The thing about him, he had challenges with drugs and alcohol for quite some time. And it's really sad when you think about someone that's very gifted, very talented, and yet they're not happy enough with that they have to subsidize their life with something, drugs, alcohol. That to me was the saddest part, because, speaking from personal experience, I know someone and he just can't stop. And I'm afraid, not that he does, heroin or anything like that. He just does weed, but they're always lacing weed. I keep telling him, buy a plant, grow your own. If you can't stop, at least know the quality of what you're getting. So the cast of Friends, as you can imagine, are just devastated. They said he had actually gotten into pickleball. He was playing pickleball, and he was, on his way back, and he just...
Well, he's had like ups and downs throughout his career with drug addiction.
Yes.
And you have some statistics.
Yes, I do.
That was told about him, which is shocking.
Yes. You just think about this as I read it to you. So he spent $9 million with an M dollars attempting to get sober. He attended over 6,000 AA meetings. He went into rehab 15 times, and he went through detox 65 times. So even though on a conscious level he knew what he was doing was not good for his body, he just couldn't stop. I mean, when you spend $9 million and you can't stop, there's something really seriously going on there.
Right. It's so sad because we don't know what's happening in his brain, in his mind. And no matter what you say, couldn't his friends have helped him or family couldn't have? We don't know. When people have addiction to drugs, you really need the professional help. So we don't really know how he passed away.
Right.
Well, as Gloria said, they found him in the hot tub, right? In his backyard. But we don't know if it was because he was taking drugs, he fell asleep or something.
Yeah, and just slid under the water. Right. It brings back memories to both of us about Whitney Houston, who died in her bathtub in the hotel room. Her daughter Bobby Christina died in a bathtub.
Yes.
You know, I hope he wasn't, because all of the people around him says he was doing so much better, and they're just shocked that he passed away that way.
Yeah, and we won't even find out until
like 2 to 4 months.
I don't
before they
understand
do the
why
autopsy.
it takes so long.
I don't know. They said it's going to take the autopsy between 2 to 4 months.
I think that takes too long. That's too long.
I know, because people, especially his family and his close loved ones, they're just going to be hanging on, waiting to find out what happened.
A long time to
Was
wait.
there drugs in his system? Was there alcohol in his system? And if he was clean, did he have like a major heart issue? Did he have like a heart attack and just slink into the water?
Yeah, even though he's already passed, it's
Right.
not the fact. It's just not knowing what the cause of the death was.
Mhm.
Just to know is kind of like a kind of closure, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, we just brought this up because there's a lot going on in the world, this fast pace. So the reason we're talking about this is slow down. Be conscious, and when you're with the people you love, give them your full attention, because there's nothing that says they're going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, as humans, our human race is all about like, what are we going to do? Always thinking about the next steps,
Yeah.
never being present
Yes.
in the moment in what we're doing.
Yes, and
So-
being grateful.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So I've noticed that so many people, even though, let's say you're working on something or with someone, your brain is always on something else.
Yes.
Always never present, not like
Always moving.
fully attentive of what you're doing in the moment.
Yes.
So you're right. Thank you for
Yeah.
that, because we need to stop and we need to be present. Enjoy the moment you're in
Yes.
fully, instead of having your brain wrapped around other things that you have to do or need to do or things you don't have. Be grateful for the moment you're in.
Exactly. So let's lighten it up a little bit and talk about Dancing with the Stars. I tell you, they're shrinking down faster and
It's
faster.
fast. It
Yes.
really is.
I mean, the one this week was the halfway point. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, we're halfway? Yes, we are. And this was all about Halloween, and it was a lot of pasodobles, a lot of contemporary.
One jive.
Yes, yes. Poor Charity got the jive. I mean,
She's
Artem.
usually, yes.
Artem would just sit there and he'd go kick, 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 move, slide, kick, kick. I would be like, come on now, you could at least do some with me.
Right.
But
yeah.
he had to build her endurance up. And Niecy Nash was the guest judge.
I liked her. She was good.
I mean, she gave some lower points than the judges. She was like, I could see your hands wiggling. And I thought, wow.
The reason why I liked her is because, some judges come on and they're too scared to give critique, and they just try and be all like, this is nice, very good, I loved it, it was amazing.
Right.
Just everything was good, right? All
Right.
around. But at least Niecy Nash, because
Yes.
she's already been on Dancing with the
Yes.
Stars as a contestant,
Yes.
and she knows what the judges are looking for.
Yes.
She can actually be a bit, bit more critiquing
Yes.
in a positive way.
Yes.
But she was really good, and I like the fact that she was real and not just trying to please everyone.
Right. And I loved how she told one of the dancers, I can't remember which one, she goes, if I could take all of this and slide between legs, you can do it too.
Oh, that was Charity Lawson.
Yes. So she told her that there were things that she could do. Datum had on a blonde wig. I thought,
Oh,
what?
I didn't even know.
Oh, they
I didn't
showed-
recognize.
That's who that was when they said
Okay.
her fiance and family, because I had to stop it and rewind it, and that's who that was.
Oh, okay.
But let's see, Soji Gomez, that little girl is amazing. Her and Val.
She's just really a ball of fire.
Yes, and then something happened to her leg.
Yeah, I don't really know, but you know what? I was watching that performance of theirs, and I
Yes.
think at one part she kind of nearly slipped.
Yes.
And I had to do a rewind on that because I thought, did she make a mistake? She nearly slipped, so she must have hurt her, injured, or something.
Right. But then when
tweaked
they
her,
when they did the next dance, she was fine.
she seemed
But
fine. Yeah.
but I think that a lot of them, like, I love how Barry said, because they said we have to step it out, and he goes, oh, it's because at the end they had a name for that. What
They
was it
had
called?
what was that?
It was a monster thorn.
A
So
monster
that's
thorn
so
dance
that's
off.
dance off against each other. And so, Peter told Barry, it's going to be difficult. And he goes, how much more difficult can it be? I thought he did a really good job.
He did an excellent job.
His frame, his whole. I don't understand how Harry is still around. He's flat-footed. He clunks.
He even though he said that I got to show them, prove to them, because he was upset from last week and then all the bad comments he got on social media.
Right.
I would have thought he'd come out
and
just shining and but I thought that he just still seemed very scared, apprehensive, and not really quite sure of what his face didn't show confidence.
Right. And the most important part, the critique that they gave him, even though it was nasty and negative, was like, you're just standing there and letting Lindsay dance all around you. And he kind of still did the same thing. He would strike a pose. It's just really, he reminds me of Master P. And Master P got in trouble with Lynn because he wouldn't wear dance shoes, and he was flat-footed. He was awful. Harry wants to improve his standing, his rating, yet his dancing is the same. So
yeah, I don't understand why he's still here. And
why
I know why now. It's not because he's good. It's popularity. Because he's young.
Yes.
And
he's an influencer
in Australia, and people like him. So he has the fans to keep him here. And his dancing was not good.
When Mauricio and Emma was sent home, they can dance circles around Harry.
I like Mauricio. I was shocked.
I was shocked.
I was for sure thinking Harry Jowsey was going to be gone because Mauricio tried. He really did a fantastic.
A great job.
It was like 100 times better than Harry Jowsey.
Yeah.
So I was kind of upset because I thought that I did not know him that well, and I thought he wasn't that great. But as the weeks have gone by, he's really proven himself.
Yes, because he's really stepping up, and he's listening to the judge critique, because even Derek said to him, somebody was talking about his footwork, and he goes, yeah, I understand that, but you're getting better. He goes, but your top part. I was like, hey, because he listens and he does something. Harry pretends to listen, but he looks the same.
I know. Again, it's to do with popularity. And Mauricio, I didn't really know who he was when he first came on. I knew about the Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I thought, I know his wife. I don't really know him that much.
Right.
Because if you don't watch Housewives, you don't know him.
You don't know what he does.
Right.
And then last night, he shared that he was the person who sold Michael Jackson's house. And he said that he had the only key. He turned out the lights. He closed all the windows, and he turned off the music. And when he got back the next day, the windows were open. The music was playing. He goes, I know Michael was in the house.
I believe someone was in the house.
Yes.
So I really believe him.
But he was just shocked.
Yeah.
So it could have been someone that got there before him and did that. But from his perspective, he just felt the spirit of Michael. And as we all know, when people make their transition, you can still feel them. Sometimes you'll feel like somebody just walked across you and you get the shivers. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about he could see Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what's up? He could just feel the essence.
Yes.
So I was sorry to see them go because I thought they were much better.
I love the halfway mark and afterwards, because there you start all the fun things.
Yes.
Now we had this monster mashup, this dance off.
Yes.
Then they're going to do group dances, right?
Yes.
Where they're going to split into teams and do group dances for points. I love that.
Yes.
So it gets fun halfway on and towards the end. And then next week we have music video night.
Yes.
And who else is going to be on? Paula Abdul.
Yes. And then the week after that, it's going to be Billy Porter supporting Whitney Houston.
So I'm so excited. The next 2 weeks are going to be amazing.
Yes.
And because Paula Abdul, she's a dancer herself.
Yeah, so she's not going to let him get away with this.
She's choreographed lots of things.
Lots.
So
yes.
Didn't she choreograph some of Janet Jackson's
absolutely.
things? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to that.
There's one where she's dancing with a kitty cat. The character. I mean,
that's is it Straight Up?
I can't remember which one it is. I don't want to say it. But if you know, comment below and help us remember. All right. All right. Bachelor in Paradise. I tell you, I think that young lady, Kat, is going to need a psychologist at the end of this because she is beyond spiraling and melting down. Did you see her with that piñata?
Oh, she was mad because her guy, what's his name? I forgot.
Tanner. How could you forget? Yeah.
Sorry, he went off had a one-on-one date with someone else, and he didn't even bother to ask her.
No, she wanted. Well, number one, you're on the beach to find love. So why do I have to ask your permission? No, I wouldn't have done that either. I would have said, I know today is a special day for you. However, I'm here to find love, and I want to make sure that I'm following my heart. I would have talked to her, but he didn't say nothing.
Well, guess you know why? Because he is not really into her as much as she is to him. Because if he was, he would have, right?
Yeah, but not just that. She should look in the mirror. What did you do to Brayton?
Yeah.
He was all hooked,
what
lines,
goes around comes around.
Oh, he kept talking about karma. And all of them were saying, well, she kind of dogged him and now it's her turn. And, like he would sit there across and he would say, okay, we're going to breathe. We're going to be happy. And she'd just look at him. Kat had the nerve to go to the new girl, Davia, and say to her, so based on what you see, do you still want to get to know him? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, when I came to the beach, he's the one I was looking for. So that's why I picked him. And that's why I didn't talk to anybody else. So she thought that she was just going to be able to manipulate her into, not being with him. I love Retton and Rachel.
I love that was the highlight of the show.
It was.
And the one-on-one date, they went to paint themselves as human piñatas.
Yes.
And I love that because this activity made them just regular people.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't trying to be pretentious. They weren't trying to be looking good for each other. They were just painting each other and having.
Yes.
And I feel that they're having a good time. They're enjoying their company together.
Yes.
And I think that they're really liking each other. And I'm hoping, I have my fingers crossed that they're going to be there until the end because I really, really like this couple.
I love the fact that when, they're out on the beach, just the two of them, and he's trying to get her to recreate Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze, where he lifts her up and he's jump, I got you. And she goes, no, I'm scared. He goes, jump. And then she jumps into his arms and he lifts her up. That was so cute.
That was very cute. That was very cute.
So I like that. I think the other couples, I was surprised when they did this truth or dare, and then you think that Jess and Blake are tight. And then Jess is like, yeah, and Blake is like, well, it took her a long time to say something.
To actually say something.
Yes, that new girl from Canada, Sam P.
Oh,
she's
Sam.
a little disturber there. She's creating things. But for me, once Jess says that, you're the only one I've been with, I don't know. So next week, we're going to get to see her with Tyler.
I was kind of upset because I thought they were strong at the beginning, but obviously they're not. And I really think I think his time has come to find someone.
Yeah.
Because he's been on so many of the different Bachelorette shows that he needs to find someone. I thought Jess was the one.
I did too.
Apparently not.
But for her to hold back on him. And the thing that I thought was really interesting, the guys have the roses this week. So Jess, you could end up going home.
Yeah.
Because Blake has the rose, not you.
Yes, exactly.
So there was
and you know who I do like is Olivia. I really like her. Olivia and John Henry.
Yes, but
they're cute.
Okay, so Olivia and John Henry are together and she's like, he makes me quiver with butterflies. So she really likes him. So they're doing this truth or dare crap. And so somebody says, Mercedes, make out with the guy who you think is the hottest. And she lip locks with John Henry. I thought Olivia was going to jump up and just rip her heart out her chest.
Yeah, but that wasn't John Henry.
No.
That was
Mercedes.
Yes.
But then, so Olivia talks to John Henry and she tells him, if you ever kiss Mercedes again, I will kill you. or she said she's going to cut something off or something.
Yeah.
So she lets him know, we're together. I don't want you doing this.
Yeah.
Next week, who do you think is after John Henry now? Kat.
Oh my God.
So Olivia calls her a skank hoe. It is going to be...
Kat is trying to cling on to anything and anyone.
Yes.
Doesn't she know that Olivia is with John Henry? So mind your business.
Leave them alone.
Leave them alone, and you get someone else. You've already destroyed enough relationships. You need to just leave them alone, or you need to leave. You need to leave paradise. I don't know. She's just...
she needs to do something, because she is just creating so much chaos. And then, ding, 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 next week, Charity comes back to the beach to talk to Elijah about Aaron B.
Oh, that's
and so
right.
Aaron says, I can't believe she's coming here to blow up my life. Next week is going to be...
But you know what? They want you to see what they want you to see.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling that it's just drama, because they want you to stay hooked. Otherwise, they would not get the ratings that they need.
Right.
So I think it's just all
fake.
I think that
Elijah's
she's just going to say that he's a nice guy. I bet you that.
Yeah. I mean, they show him walking, and she's like, I just want to talk to you. And he's freaking out. But they show one little scene where she says something like, I had a talk with Charity, and then it cuts.
Well,
so we don't know until next week.
Because they just want to show you whatever they want to show you to make it more dramatic.
Yes. So we'll find out.
And in the end, I don't even think it'll be anything. I think
I don't either.
In my opinion, I
hope.
think she's going to say something nice.
Yes, and we hope that she's going to just let her know that their relationship didn't work out because she loved Dalton, but that it wasn't because Aaron wasn't a good man. That's what we're hoping.
Right.
So we'll see next week.
So, there's still drama going on.
Yes. Okay. Now, another show that I love, but it was so sad. The Golden Bachelor.
Oh,
there
my
were
God.
6 women.
So sad.
So sad. 6 women.
God.
He had to go down to 3. Initially, I thought he's just going to say, I can't. I got to have 4. I got to have 4. He went to 3 because Ellen just knew she was one of the women that was going to be doing hometowns.
Oh, my God.
And it didn't work out. Faith got the special date.
Yes.
Now, she goes on the special date. He picks her up. They go out. They get in a helicopter. She's afraid of heights, so I know how she felt there. Then they go and they land the helicopter on the yacht. That was even scarier. It's like this thing could fall in the water.
Yes.
So they land. So, then they have food, and they have a little champagne, and they do hot tubbing and all this. She goes back to the house with her rose. And the girls say, how was it? And she goes, it was fabulous. She goes, I don't want to talk details. And they say, oh, no, tell us. So she does. And then they start, well, I didn't want her to tell me that much. She could have just stopped. And I'm like, you asked for it. You got it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So he really likes Faith. He really likes Jessica.
Who's Jessica?
She is, Faith is the one with kind of more...
Faith is the one that got the first impression rose.
Yes. I think Faith was the first one out.
Hair.
She's the first one out of the limo.
Right.
She took his breath away in that gold dress.
Right.
That has been consistent. Jessica is the one that he took on the motorcycle AV thing.
Oh, that's Leslie.
Sorry, Leslie.
There's no Jessica.
Yeah, Leslie. Leslie is the one that he took on there. And we even said something about the way she was dressed and the rocks. And they did get hurt from riding that thing.
I think that Leslie is a bit, I don't know, she just seems too young for him for some reason. I look at them and I'm like, it doesn't really look like, they don't look like a matching couple. I
think Faith is hanging in there. And then Teresa.
So I felt really sad because Susan and the blonde lady.
Yes. Well,
I forget
Susan
her name.
And Ellen and Sandra were sent home.
Home.
Yeah.
But you know what? I really like Susan. At first, I thought she looked like Kris Jenner. And I didn't know. I thought she was a bit too kind of like very strong and masculine profile.
Right.
But as time has gone by, I've noticed that she's a very, very caring lady.
Do you know she does those women's hair?
Yes.
Before all of the different services that they do.
Yes.
I mean, she curls hair. She helps them with makeup. that to me is a very kind
And
person.
have you noticed that she's never like talking bad about anyone, and she's
Nope.
always smiling,
Yep.
and she's always like happy for everyone.
Yes,
She doesn't
producers,
say anything bad.
She would be a good first
That's what we're
Bachelorette.
thinking.
She
And
would be
I'm
the
actually
first Golden Bachelorette.
on Facebook. I keep seeing all these posts pop up from different Facebook groups talking about the Bachelor, Golden Bachelor, and
Yeah.
we all think that she should be the next Bachelorette because she deserves it. After seeing her, she seems so loving and kind and deserving of it.
Yes.
She plays no nonsense.
Yes.
No two-face. Doesn't want to, rock the boat. And every time I see her, I have this image in my head of her smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
Because that's what she does. And even when she didn't get picked, she said she went up and was really happy for him and said it's been so nice.
Yes, gave him a kiss on the lips. I thought that was so sweet.
I love her.
And then Sandra also, gave him a hug. I hope you're going to be happy. I wish you nothing but the best. And then Ellen was like, she was upset.
Well, she said if she didn't get the rose, she would be really like...
Yeah, because she, her thing was, I got to get him alone so I can tell him. Because she wanted the rose the night of the group date, and he had already made up his mind.
Right.
He wasn't going to do that. And she was like, well, I didn't get the rose. She goes, so I'll just have to wait for it a little bit. I know I'm going to get it. And to go from that to you didn't get it, you're devastated. And I'm like, I understand you wanted the rose, but don't you want him to want you? I mean, remember what Tristan told him. Which of these women in your mind do you think you cannot live without now that you've gotten to know them? And that's what he did. And he
But
picked
did you
the three.
notice the three, Faith, Leslie, and Teresa? What have they all got in common? Brunette hair.
Yes.
His wife.
Yes.
Brunette hair.
Yes.
It's shocking, isn't it? I mean, it may be a coincidence, but
it's also the way they talk. Faith's conversation with him, she would say things and he would say, the last time a woman said this to me was my wife. The last time I heard these words were from my wife.
Yeah, but you know what he said to Susan when he gave her that rose quartz?
Yeah.
These are the attributes that it's high.
Because his wife had shorter brunette hair.
Yes.
Like Susan.
And these are attributes of my wife, and that's high, that's like coming from him to say that is just very, very special. So I thought that she may be one of the front people because he said that.
Front runners.
Yes. But too bad it wasn't.
Next week we'll get to see, and I love how the kids, the little grandkids are like, are you going to be my new pawpaw and all of this? And he goes, maybe. Are you going to marry my grandma? And he's like, well, maybe. I mean, he can't really say anything, but the family. And then there's some family members who are kind of doing the emotional thing where they're like, I haven't seen her this happy for years, and they start crying, and I'm like, don't do that. Let the love be based on the love. Don't add in extra pressure.
Right.
I don't want to disappoint this. No. Follow your heart. Gary, follow your heart.
That's I just love it. That's the reason why we love Golden Bachelor, because everyone it's just so mature.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a different audience.
Yeah.
But I just find it really mature, and it's just the women they
really, were so supportive of each other.
So supportive.
The young women are like, and the other women, they hugged the three that were leaving. They wished them, well. Even, they're like, well, I wasn't the one, but good luck to you. Very supportive. Very supportive
and very mature. And Gary, you are one of a kind, because you not only know how to speak to women, you know how to, you actually, very unusual, because most men don't wear their heart on their sleeves.
Yeah.
And he actually does. He shows emotion. His word, the way that he talks, he can word his sentences that come out so smooth and genuine. It's not fake. It's so genuine.
And you can see it and you can feel it when he's talking. And the way he looks in their eyes, And I mean, some of the makeout sessions were kind of hot, Gary. I was like, because, they said something to him, on one of the morning shows about, well, are the overnight suites in effect? And he goes, absolutely. So he's going to get the opportunity with, I guess it goes to 2 to do the overnights. So we'll keep watching. We hope you keep watching.
And who is your person that you think
comment below. Let us know.
should end up with Gary?
Yeah.
I'm not sure because I really wanted someone, but they left. It was that one. Was it Joan, the one that took herself out because she had to go home to her daughter?
Now that was a good connection.
Yeah.
But her daughter had a new baby. She needed her mommy. So she's like, I feel the connection. I gotta go.
So that would have been my choice. So now these three ladies, I'm very, very sure that they do really love him.
Yes.
There's no question in my mind.
Yes.
And there's no question in my mind that he probably has grown very attached to them and is loves them as well. So good luck, Gary.
Yes. We'll keep watching.
We'll keep watching.
So it's time for our favorite part where we get to share a little bit about ourselves. Like you know, my name's Gloria. My company is Ancient Stones Nurturing Natural. I'm an all-natural mineral makeup manufacturer here in Santa Clara, California. And my makeup tip of the day is, we're talking about slowing down, being present in the moment. So, you know how when you are looking at yourself in the mirror, you hold the mirror like this. You go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay. You're never, ever, ever going to let anyone get that close to your face other than like a romantic situation. So I want you to realize that what you need to do is hold the mirror like this. This is what anyone else looking at you would see. You notice how all those little imperfections that we see are gone because they're not real. They're just what we see. There are times when I get really tired and I'm like, oh my God, I got bags under my eyes. Well, that's what concealer is for. You just put a little concealer and it'll go away. But look at yourself a little different. Hold the mirror a little bit further. Because the thing that you will find is that you can use makeup to modify anything without having to do chemicals. You notice how sometimes, I'll give you my girl Oprah Winfrey. Oprah will have a real narrow nose. And you think, did she get a nose job? It's narrow. It looks almost like Michael Jackson narrow. And then the next time you see her, it's a little bit wider and more natural. That's because her makeup artist uses contouring. You can take one shade of take your foundation and go one shade darker. You can use that as a concealer. You can contour your nose. You can chisel your chin. You can put highlighters under your eyes to take away bags and circles. Doesn't that sound more lovely than going out and having somebody shoot fillers and Botox in your face? Because if they shoot them in your face, your lips, wherever, they have to age out. They don't just fall out. So look at a better alternative, a more healthy alternative, and hold your mirror further and see what I see when I see you. Your beauty reflecting back to you. You're beautiful just the way you are. So my makeup tip of the day is to extend your arm and see what we see when we see you. Okay?
Thank you so much. Funny and true.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many people tell me, oh my God. And I go, and they'll have the mirror like this. And she goes, oh, look, the bags under my eyes.
Yeah, every woman is like, oh my God, I've got this and that. And look at this and look at that.
Extend your arm. Straighten your arm, straighten your elbow.
I'm going to follow that because I'm like that as well. I have it this because I'm like, oh my God, I see this.
And what's even worse when they have those 20x, 30x, 50x mirrors.
Oh, the magnifying ones.
Yes.
I have that as well. I'm a culprit, me here.
So I know that you're never going to let anybody get that close to your face.
No,
so
you're not.
Stop worrying about it. Just be the beauty that you are.
Yes. Thank you so much. I like that. All right, so my health tip of the day, Rosetta Chow, certified health coach here, holistic certified health coach. I want to talk about something called garlic today. You know that little vegetable called garlic? Do you eat it?
Yes.
Do you not like it?
I love garlic. I love garlic bread. I love the smell of garlic. I can be driving down the road and I can smell it.
Oh, especially around here because Gilroy is not that far.
Not
and sometimes I'll smell garlic in the air.
Yes.
Especially around the time when we have garlic festival.
Yes,
in
that's
late
the
July.
best. That's the best time.
The whole Bay Area is smelling of garlic.
Yes.
Well, did you know that garlic is very healthy for you?
Really?
Yes, it has abilities to fight bacteria,
Okay.
viruses, and even some parasites.
Okay.
And it's part of the allium family. Did you know
Okay.
that? Have you heard of allium family? So the allium family includes garlic, onions, shallots, leeks. I'm missing one more. And chives.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the health benefits are it can help with cardio health,
Okay.
microbial,
Okay.
and can even help with cancer, anti-cancerous.
Nice.
So eat your garlic. Well, I'm
Yes.
not telling you to grab a garlic and just eat
No.
it. No. You can get garlic pills. You know that.
Yes. That's what I do. I have a little garlic supplement because garlic is also good for the heart.
Yes,
helps
it
with
is.
heart health.
Cardiovascular health.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so if you didn't like it now, try it. Garlic is so great in so many dishes. And if you don't like garlic, eating it, then get the tablet or the pill. It's usually like a gel pill or something.
Yeah, the one I have is gel, and they come in two forms. One, it doesn't repeat. And what I mean by that is you will burp and it'll smell like garlic. So you can get supplements that are garlic that don't do that.
Yes, it's a bit like omegas, the fish oil,
Yes.
right? The fish oil capsules. You can get ones that don't have that fishy burpy aftertaste.
Yes.
So there you have it. Eat your
Yes.
garlic because there's many health benefits, and it's in the allium family, so along with all the other ones that I mentioned.
I love it.
So there you have it.
I
Your
love
health
it.
matters.
Yes, I love it. Wow, another wonderful chat with you all. We hope that we're able to share information with you and give you a different perspective. There's so much out there in the world, and we just want to help you calm down, be in the present moment, have a little joy in your life, have a little, fun at the expense of Bachelor in Paradise, Dancing with the Stars, and our favorite Golden Bachelor.
Yes.
So we feel the love in the room. We're so grateful for your time that you share with us. We send it back to you, bubbling over, just flowing.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Heart. Thank you, everyone,
Absolutely.
so much.
Yes.
And
remember, Kate, she goes, I wanted this and I got this. Or was it Davia? Because she's in a triangle.
Oh, on Bachelor in Paradise.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Crazy, 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 but there you have it. Thank you
Yes.
so much, everyone. And if you enjoyed our chat today, please remember, hit the thumb icon. Shows that you watched it and liked it. And if you haven't already, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
And hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our chats.
Yay. Yes.
Thank you. We're Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea.
And remember to always keep smiling.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Take care.
Till next time.